cartridge review of the new Cricut cartridge that is just come out, called Greeting Cards Inside and Out, and this is a Cricut Imagine cartridge. And normally it's quite hard to get these cartridges quite quickly in the UK. They tend to filter through quite slowly, but I've talked about this lady before, and Hazel Crafts is the lady I get all my Cricut cartridges from, and she's fantastic at getting them, and she gets them in really quickly, not long after they've been released, so it's really cool. So I'll put her details on the side here with a link to her website for you, so if you're in the UK you can pop over and have a look at what she's got available. But the other thing just to say is, if there's something there that she hasn't got on her site that you want, then just ask, because she's very good at getting them in for you as well. Anyway, just now let's have a quick look through Cricut cartridges, greetings cards inside and out. First page shows you a few projects as some suggestions, and then with the Imagine cartridges they get straight into the images. There's not lots of pages like there is with the normal cartridges. The way the booklet works is you have the main image here on the left hand side, and then this is all the layers that make up that image. Now you can cut the image as a whole, so it'll print and it will just cut around the edge of that image, so you'll have like one die cut piece. You could print and cut all of the elements and then do them and make it into like a decoupage image. You could choose to just do a couple of the elements, so you could delete, so you could say, well, I want it layers, but you delete, say, some of the other smaller pieces because you only want to do 2 or 3 layers. Or you could just choose to print one element and cut it. So you might think, well, I'd quite like just some candles, so you could just cut those out on their own. So you actually have a lot more versatility than you might think to start with. So don't just look at this image here and think, oh, that's what you've got. Have a look at each element and see, you know, how you could use those as well. So let's take you in a lot closer now. Now I've shown you the whole page, I'm going to take you in a lot closer so that you can see. I can move the booklet up and down on the table here rather than me wobbling around, so that you can see all of these elements much more clearly. Okay, so here's the first image. Now what I'll do is on this first page is I'll just go along and show you these here. So these are your layers that you have on this first image. So you've got loads and loads of layers, and then you've got your second image here. Really cute images here, and as you can see, there's each of these elements so far you could easily use. I mean, don't forget as well that you can change all the colours. So if you have this one here, you could change that to any colours that are already on this Imagine cartridge. If you've got the Gypsy, you can change it to any colours from any other Imagine cartridge that you've got as well, which I have shown you, I think, on a previous video. So if you go back, you'll find it on there. But as you can see, look at all these. None of these you would not be able to use on their own. So that's really cool. So now we're going to go to the next page, and I'm just going to show you now the main image rather than do each. Well, I say that, but actually looking at this, that is actually different. That image is a different main image, which is quite cool. So there's your layers for the main image, but you've also got a second image on that one, so that's quite good fun. If you see there, look, that image there is not on here. And I think, of course, I'm forgetting that this image here is a card, you can see here, so it's actually probably going to cut out the back as well. And this would be your inside piece, I should think. You'd put that on your inside of the card, and that's probably the same with this one. It would use on the inside of the card, because this is Greeting Cards Inside and Out. Oh dear, I need to read the titles, don't I? Okay, so here's your layers. I think the end one here and here is a card, but this one's shaped and that one isn't. So we'll need to see when we actually get to the cutting of these how it all is all going to work. So this there, and then Hope Your Birthday Rocks, so that would go on the inside. Then you've got your layers, and there you see that's appears to be a card that isn't shaped, but I really don't know. Some really cute, fun images. And I'm leaving it close up like this because otherwise it's really hard for you guys to see what's on there. Okay, so we've pulled out a little bit so that you can see both lines at the same time rather than doing each individual one, because otherwise you'll be here forever watching this. So it's like a postcard at the top, it's quite cute. I'm just looking at that one. It's got almost, it's like, it's got, look, it's got like a hole in the centre bit, and you can see the other layer through. I like cartridges like this. I know a lot of people sort of think, oh well, all the work's done for you, but I still think, you know, it's really cool, good fun to make them, and you don't have to use them how they say, but I actually enjoy doing that anyway. I think it's nice. Sometimes you want a nice easy card to make. You don't always want to, you know, you just want to enjoy the process rather than necessarily always having to be thinking it out. Sometimes I just like to do the sticking and the gluing and the cutting without having to think about the design side of it. Somebody else has already done that. I just quite enjoy that sometimes, that kind of where but as I say, you don't have to use that, you know, these elements that way. You can completely do it however you want. And that one, look. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Congrats on the engagement. Such nice images. You see, you can tell I'm concentrating because I'm enjoying looking at them. I'm quite looking forward to cutting these out and seeing what they're going to be like. And as I say, this is a really new, I think this was in the latest Hello Thursday, and we're February 12th now, so depending on when you're watching that, watching this video. You can see here, looks like a little postcard about your moving date, because it was a moving card. Sympathy and get well card. I mean, it seems to have all the different elements, all the different types of cards you'd need. congratulations, wish you were here. Yeah, I really like these, and again I like this element here where it's got information that you can fill in, which is really a cool idea. I guess they're really making use of the print facility by doing that, which is good fun. Oh look, you've got like a seal, which is good. And I don't mean one that swims, obviously. Catches fish. And that was the tab that they used on the envelope here at the front. Yeah, look. Which is good fun. But you wouldn't have to do that. You could actually, I mean, that could actually be a whole card on its own right. That's a to label, and then presumably you can put sender in there. And then this one says thanks. A bit tiny. Oh, you can see it there anyway. And that one is from and kindly deliver to. So that's obviously an address label for your envelope or package, which is a cool idea. Cricut bug. I have to say, it's not something I'd cut out, is the Cricut bug, but you know. Special delivery. I mean, you could use that for a baby card, couldn't you? It doesn't have to be used for your packaging, but I'm sure you guys would be more on top of that than me. You're much more creative. And there's your ready to make projects. So these will cut out as projects that are ready done, you know, already designed completely. So basically these are all bags, which is quite fun. And then you've got icons, which is a envelope label. Looks like an envelope liner. Yeah, an envelope liner. It's that way, look. And again, don't forget you can change the colour of that. And then again, oh, I was going to say, because that's like an envelope front with the, but that folds back, but then you'd need to put another piece behind it, and I thought that would be that, but then that can't be, because I don't know. I'd have to work that out, because that looks like it should have like another square for those two flaps to be stuck down, but anyway, who knows. Oh no, that's not part of it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to cut them out and see how it all comes together. That's clearly an envelope, and that looks like some sort of liner again. And the liner, you see, this is what I meant before, like that would be the shape that we had there, and then that piece goes at the back, so those two flappy bits stick and make a whole envelope. So I don't really know what they were for, the others, but anyway. And then we get to our patterns. Okay, really pretty. Strong, bold patterns. That's nice. Fun colours and patterns. I use the patterns a lot because of all my cartridges, because I use my normal Cricut cartridges a lot on my Imagine, almost more than my Imagine cartridges, and just fill in the pattern onto the regular Imagine cartridge. It's just tiny little dots. And then lastly that. And then you finally have the colour palette, which they have shown slightly differently now on here. They've done it like a rainbow, but that is the colour palette, whereas before they did like spots, but that's quite attractive. You can kind of see how they're all blending together, which is nice. So that's our greeting cards inside and out. So I hope you enjoyed having a look through this with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!